about so far. Feel free to, yeah. Oh, and Johnny says make sure the music is louder than your voice or distracting from your message. I think you mean not louder than your voice, probably? Yeah, okay. And so yeah, definitely make it soft. You can control the audio of these different things. And yeah, you definitely you definitely don't want it to overpower or be distracting. Usually use music that doesn't have words in it, because that's just like two people talking over each other. And the links I provide here, I think I've only seen music that doesn't have words, and it's all pretty classically feeling, but they have they have all sorts of other things as well. But definitely check it out. Yeah. Polka music is very fun, and I think there's some polka music actually. I think I downloaded some I was going to use, and I might have used, but I don't know. So yeah, so let's move on to the next one here. I completely agree, don't cover a serious topic with circus music. Yeah, so optimizing for search, and this is something that people almost never think about, but if you become as obsessed as I am, then it becomes one of the most important things. So basically what I mean by optimizing for search is I'm mostly thinking about Google, not really paying attention to any of those other search companies that don't have anyone searching on them. So thinking about Google, especially with YouTube, they do this funny thing where Google rules the world, and they also own YouTube. And so what they like to do is even videos that aren't that popular, they often show up on the first page of a Google search. So say you're looking for, I don't know, candied yams. So you're searching for candied yams, and you'll notice that, not all the time, but most of the time you have your search results, and like maybe 2 or 3 or 4, somewhere in there, there's going to be 1 or 2 videos about candied yams, always from YouTube. And these videos might not be super popular, and they might not really deserve to be where they are, but they are there because Google wants YouTube to be more popular. So what you can do is you can take like a search result, and you can get into the second or third spot on a Google search result, and that's something that everyone's dying to do, because no one goes past the first page, So, but if you actually wrote something, you're definitely not going to show up on the top there unless you have a really big blog. And so one way to get around this is to actually make YouTube videos, target your title really well, and then all of a sudden you'll be searched for by a ton of people. Yeah, and what Johnny said, SEO, search engine optimization, that's becoming its own industry. Like people's sole jobs are like SEO experts, and it's pretty ridiculous, but it's really important. And Google likes changing things around all of a sudden, so it's a constantly changing thing. But right now YouTube is awesome. So I have things separated out into 3 categories here, and they're video title, video description, and video tags. So these are 3 things that you can put in when you're describing your video. Like after you upload it, you can put these in. And so video titles, that big blue thing you see above your video, or big black thing actually, you see above your video, and that's I think that's I'd say it's about 40 to 45% of what Google uses for their search, or YouTube uses for their search. So what you want to do with your title is you can take this a couple ways. You can do something that's really like captivating, or something that's going to attract a lot of people. So something that's maybe scandalous, or I don't know, something like that. You can go that route, or you can go the pretty specific route. So something that describes your video really well, and might be something that someone searches for in Google. And I'll answer your question in just a second, Sandra. Don't let me forget. And so coming up with a good title is actually really important. Most people, or a lot of people, they write something really general, like just like I've seen for like a lot of the tutor introductions. It's like EduFire 1 and then EduFire 2, and that's not going to really work when people are searching for it. You want to do something like how to learn how to learn German right now, or something like that, you know. And another thing people like is instant gratification. So things like learn now, or how to learn quickly, and we all know that's not possible, but people like to hear that, and it'll make people watch your video. And so like that's one thing. Another thing people really like are lists. So like recently I did like a top 10 free resources for learning Japanese. People love top 10 lists. That tends to spread a little bit better, and it really separates things out in a way that's easy for people to understand. That's really the whole goal, because yeah, people on YouTube, people on the internet like things easy for them. So let's see. Let me go back to answer a question by Sandra Koichi. How do they choose the video they promote? And by promote, you mean make them show up on Google. I guess I don't really understand what you mean on Google. Oh, maybe they take a bunch of different things into account. Part of it is actually your page rank. So like if you go to a website, and there's different ways to search this, but the easiest way is to download the Google toolbar. You go to a website, and it'll tell you the page rank, and you can get up to 10, and you can be as low as 0. And so if you have a higher page rank, Google thinks you're more reputable, and that usually means people are linking to you. You have more content, or you're constantly updating your content, and then Google updates this every couple months or so. Ooh, too many questions. Hold on just a second. On the other hand, it also depends on the other search results. So if there's not too much written on a subject, you can get up higher on the search results more easily. To answer what I thought you said about how does YouTube choose who to promote on the front page, who knows? I have no idea. Sometimes they have like guest editors, and they put you on there. And other times it's just kind of random. Sometimes it goes with the season, so if you want to try to take advantage of a season thing, you can make a good video like right before Halloween. They're going to probably put up a lot of Halloween videos right before Halloween. But yeah, it's pretty tough to get on the main page, but it's also very good for your subscriber count. I've actually been on the front page 3 times so far of YouTube, and that's yeah, that was interesting. You also find a lot of people that don't like you as well when that happens. So it's kind of a mixed, I don't know, kind of a mixed bag, I guess. And then let's see. Let me check out the other questions here. Yeah, and then Johnny asks, whatever frame is in the middle. Oh, okay, yeah. Was that a statement? I think it was. And then DJ asks, can you do paid ranking services for YouTube? As in, like, someone with a server goes and views your site like 1 million times to help it get up to the top? Is that kind of thing? I've gotten emails about that, actually, and they all seem really spammy and a horrible thing to do. I definitely do not suggest anyone tries to do that. Do it the old-fashioned way, because that's how you're going to find people that actually care about what you say. And even like if you have a 1 million viewers who don't care at all about what you're saying, versus 20 that really do care, and especially for Edufy, which is what I'm focusing on. If you have 10 people that really care and you get 10 students, that's absolutely amazing. And yeah, so DJ asks, do you need a lot of followers, subscribers to up in rank? Not necessarily. There are much fewer videos out there than there are written things on the internet, which means it's much easier to get up on Google's list. Excuse me. Depending on what kind of video you make. But it does help, definitely. If you have more followers, more subscribers, but you don't need a ton to do that. And then